Well, was woke up again, 4 o'clock. I don't know what it is about Astral DJ and 4 o'clock. What the hell is that on the table? Don't look at my cloth. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool, together as a collective, and without you this doesn't work. So, Astral DJ Joe he woke me up with 4 in the morning. I think he's being clever, and he knows I do. Thinks he's very witty. And funny enough, it's the 4th of June 2022, which is all the 4s. So, what that means, I don't know. We'll have a look. It's the Divine Masculine card, the Emperor. Anybody born on the 4th or the 31st, living or past it, for your diary and address. It's Aries energy. Let's see. There he is in a sweet spot. So Aries, what's up with you now? Seen your ass again, bumped your head and face injuries, fathers, bosses, partners, stubborn buggers, has to be there with all the highway. Thought you'd learnt by now. So let's see what this is about, shall we? Playing the martyr and the victim, thinking it's going to get you where you want, and it isn't. So Spirit's giving you a kick up the arse. Pisces energy. I was born on the 12th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. This is the guy that gave people fire and thought they'd thank him, and instead they went off and on the merry way having all the barbecues using this fire that he'd give them. And the god strung him up by his toes, so issues with the feet and toes, and left him there in limbo. So we're in limbo. Because of our own stupid fault for sacrificing ourselves for great, ungrateful people. He maybe thought that they'd worship him as a god if he did what they wanted. It didn't come off, did it? And every day his liver was pecked out by a hawk, because that's what the gods do. And they'd heal him on a night, and then he'd go through it all again like Groundhog Day the next day. And that's what Spirit is saying. You're going to keep suffering if you keep giving in or doing things hoping that something will come out of it for you. It's not. So you got to put your boundaries in place and start saying no. Because 12 is negative. There's a bond involved. It could be between you and a child. It could be between you and your dad. It could be between lovers. It's mutual. We've also got the medical symbol there, which isn't usually there. So it could be something to do with medical issues. Somebody's been blocked. No communication. Maybe the kids aren't talking to you. Somebody in uniform, possibly. Somebody of a darker complexion, possibly. It's a younger energy. Air signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But most of all, it's a lack of communication. It's a lack of rewards financially. It's just negative communications. Somebody's not walking away because of the kids. So it looks like a father-child issue to me. It may be, though, your inner child, your ego, because, like I said, it's your inner child having a tantrum. You want things your way. It can't be your way. The sooner you get used to that idea, the better. It's not all about you. 8 months. So a lover's left the building, or there's a woman here who's depressed, possibly drinking. Could be Scorpio energy. It's an over-emotional female, but it could be a Scorpio cusper. So a Libra Scorpio or Scorpio Sagittarius. There's the neutral card for today, but it is somebody wanting things their way or the highway. There's love but no commitment here. So it might be, like I said, between you and a child or you and a sibling. Something to do with your childhood, possibly. And somebody's being found out for the lies, deceit and deception. So maybe one of the kids has been up to something. You've realised you've been sacrificing yourself for an ungrateful little bugger who expects everything and gives nothing back. So it's your fault for not saying no. I was born 1966, plus or minus 12, February to February, may be involved somewhere. So there is love, but it's love that makes you a doormat, basically. They can do whatever they want, and you are saying no. So you're bringing it on yourself. That's Pisces energy as well. So, dark night of the soul, somebody's at a crossroads. Are you going to keep letting them get away with it, or are you going to put your boundaries in place and say, no, sorry, it's not happening? There he is, finally, in his own read, which is brilliant, standing up for yourself, having self-esteem, having self-respect. If you're the father, that's what you need to do. If it's somebody you know, that's what they need to do. The 4 or 31, positive energy. It's having enough self-esteem to stand up for yourself, not being stubborn, and healing head and face injuries. A lot of confusion. Somebody's torn here between what they don't know which way to turn, really. And it's because their emotions are getting in the way. It's probably someone who's ping-ponging between 2 properties, 2 people, 2 jobs, 2 situations, because either the example of looking after elderly parents or grandkids, something like that, and maybe you just can't do it anymore. Or they haven't communicated with you, so you don't know what's happening. The 18 is negative. Somebody hasn't learned the lessons. 9 of Wands, it's banging your head against a brick wall. No wonder you got head injuries. You're just not getting anywhere. And it's coming home to who you truly are, your inner child, again. Stop trying to be what others want and just be yourself. It may mean heartache, sorrow, loss and separation, or it may already have happened. Something coming between you and what you want. Mother energy, 3 weeks. It's possible heart surgery or minor surgery. And somebody in denial about what needs to happen. Maybe they're grown adults now. They need to be chucked out to learn what it's like to survive by themselves. And you're in denial about that. You can't do that. Because that would be wrong, wouldn't it? No, Spirits say that it's teaching them how to fend for themselves. You're not going to be here forever. So somebody's avoiding a tower moment. So it'll be nitpicking, little arguments all the time because you refuse to have the big blowout that needs to be had. Don't leave your straighteners on, don't leave candles unattended. There's electrical water problems. There could be an actual loss of home, finances, job, anything that you're trying to avoid. Being stubborn, 16. Yeah, you've got to come out of that mental prison. You're overthinking and you're letting your emotions get in the way. You've made a mental prison for yourself that is now a nightmare because you didn't put your boundaries in place in the first place. The external energy is the psychic, the medium, that's my card, the internet, the web. Look for the red spider, it's lucky. It's somebody coming out of the gates of hell. So, somebody speaking the truth, secrets coming out, possibly over the internet. But above all, you may be visiting a psychic just to get your thoughts in place. Or you may just be coming here to listen to me. 2 or 29, massively important, positive energy. It's about looking after yourself, being very careful what you put in to your aura. You don't want energy vampires, you don't want negativity, you need to keep it positive. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally and physically. So be careful what goes into your mouth, as in diet and medication, or your body, and what comes out of your mouth, as in words written or spoken. And for some of us, somebody who've got an unruly child who's drinking, well, not a child because it looks like an older child, and vomiting, that won't be pleasant, will it? Party animal, and you didn't know it, now you found out. Justice will be served, Libra energy. It's justice isn't always in your favour. That it's just got to be fair. It's got to be what's right. It's about the lines of the marital home. It's about balance. Court cases, maybe somebody's separated. This is about child maintenance and problems with the kids. Minor surgery, health issues, maybe, like I said. But this situation has to be settled once and for all so that you can rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Dental problems, physical, mental or emotional issues, long-standing problems. That's the mama bear. What did we say the bear was? Oh, I've left it upstairs, bugger me. Country will help me out. The Native American totem for the month of the bear, can't remember which sign it was, but it's mother's energy. And then we have Libra not giving good advice. So possibly this justice is served, but in someone else's favour. It's violence even, possibly. You need to let that go. Somebody's very confused and not thinking clearly. Doctors, priests or lawyers giving bad advice. Patience will be needed. And a woman scorned. So we've got a couple here, possibly separating, probably detached. There's lack of emotion, complete lack of emotion. Confusion and lack of clarity. So it looks like a couple fighting over the kids in some way. And then the communication comes. Positive communication and improvement in finance. So maybe you need to get detached. You need to go to court and get this sorted out once and for all. Because something needs clearing and there's no defending this behaviour or situation. And there it is again. Pisces card, you are a mirror. What you give out is what you get back. Somebody here is playing the martyr or the victim, and it's getting them nowhere. You have to put your boundaries in place and say no. So if it's a court case and somebody's demanding an unfair settlement, it's time for you to get some advice. Just don't expect, if you do something for the ex or for the kids, that they're going to appreciate, because they won't. You could flip this, you may be on the other side. So either way, for everybody, there's an injustice here, or a justice that will be served because somebody's found out. It could be siblings, children, something to do with your inner child. It could be medical issues, minor operations. But if you've been waiting to hear news and haven't heard anything, you will hear some positive communication soon. Gifts may arrive. It could be Father's Day on the 20th, when you settle this issue and make a fresh start. Because the 20th of this month is Father's Day in the UK. So, it's not only a father, it's a partner, a government official. So it could be something significant that goes in your favour on the 20th or the 11th. 21, ending a chapter. But it's Sagittarius again. So Sagittarius is massively important. That's 3-4 times it's been mentioned. Someone sees things clearly now. 6 of Wands, success. Luck is not chance, it's toil, and fortune's expensive smile has to be earned. The name Emily and Dickinson could be important, but Sagittarius is massively important. You're just about ready to hit your mark. The sign of Sagittarius is ruled by the planet of Jupiter and is a mutable, easygoing fire sign. Well, some would disagree. The ancient symbol for Sagittarius is half man, half horse. Now we have the horse. Known as the centaur, a creature trained in the art of archery, who always manages to hit his target no matter how far he roams. Sagittarians are usually honest, candid, and not afraid to speak the truth. Since this freedom-loving fire sign is not offended by the truth, he's often surprised when others take offence at his words. So if you've got a Sagittarius kid, he's probably said something you don't like. Or if you've got a Sagittarius partner or husband, he's maybe said something you don't like. Sagittarians are drawn to religious ideas, even though sometimes they deny it. They will go through periods of not being religious at all and claim not to believe in anything, even bucking against authority. So maybe they are bucking against your authority while still living in your house, which is unacceptable. Religion and philosophy are concepts they remain fascinated by. They will argue for hours about religion, and usually at some point in life they return to some type of faith, but such a faith always remains an intellectual pursuit. Sagittarians are highly idealistic, creative, outdoorsy, and have great sense of play and fun. They are also extremely restless and would prefer not to stay in the same spot. Instead, they would rather roam. This Sagittarius or this Aries or this Libra may be suffering from, or Pisces even, suffering from issues with the toes, the hips, or the loins. Medical issues. Sagittarians dislike routine, so they're encumbered by the usual 9-to-5 job, so maybe don't want to get a job. They may end up as a magician, fire eater, tattoo artist, entertainers, publishers, literary agents, clergy, tutors and bookstore owners. Whatever does not require a set schedule, so they think they can do as they like. Sagittarians tend to be rather lucky, but have a habit of not handling money well, and will sometimes squander any wealth that comes their way, so always got their hand out. They're confident, which makes them highly attractive and popular, drawing to them what they need. Sagittarians also have integrity and will not go along with anything unfair or underhand, So if this Sagittarian finds out you're up to something, you've had it. Wicca, paganism and the Catholic Church are all ruled by Sagittarius. When you think about it, these religions with their pomp and ceremony, candles and incense have much in common. They're not as showy as their fellow fire signs Leos. Sagittarius tend to largesse by their nature and prefer what they do to be memorable. The Archer sign does not want an ordinary life. When the Sagittarius card turns up in a reading, freedom at this current time is essential. So if they want to bugger off, let them. You will feel the need to fight against restrictions of any kind and want everything out in the open. Yes, something's coming out. You want to know where you stand. If your question pertains to a relationship, you or your partner need to be given extra space and looser reins. You may find yourself especially philosophical at this current time and even studying religions which may not have appealed to you before. Interestingly, Sagittarius is the sign representing large animals, especially horses, which we've got there, 1966, plus or minus 12, February to February, and big dogs, 1994, plus or minus 12, February to February. You may soon be acquiring a new pet, or it may be that animals are already a big part of your life. Like these beautiful beasts, you love that sense of wildness and being in the open air. You may soon travel to areas with vast countryside or regions with mountains and lakes that you want to explore. You might embrace a new philosophy, enroll in classes of higher learning, or begin to study churches or religions. And one of you mentioned that you'd lost your pet, and I was really worried, but I haven't heard anything, so I'm hoping it's good news. A visit to the casino or another area where gambling takes place would likely come about. You may be fortunate and win, as long as you don't proceed recklessly. So when you win, walk away. Don't keep chucking good money after bad. It's a good time to take a gamble. Your future looks promising because you're ready to expand and grow beyond your limits. If you do encounter difficulties, you will surmount them easily and move forward to your next lucky break in life, which should be coming soon. So if you're a Sagittarius, an Aries, a Libra, or a Pisces, and you've been worried about this moving out, this finding somewhere else to live, or you've had issues with siblings or children, it's time to move on. It's time to let them grow, make their own mistakes. You start enjoying your life. Yeah, there it is, Victoria. So victory, if you put your boundaries in place. So 20th, 21st, massively important. We've got the horse again. Epona looking after us. Victoria. There she is. Winning at all costs. A back to the wall situation. So there's stubborn energy here. Somebody wants to win no matter what. So they're stuck playing the martyr or the victim to get what they want. Mobilising your defences. Strategic thinking. You have to research the ground thoroughly. Proper preparation. Don't just go off half-cocked on a wild goose chase. When you draw Victoria's card, you draw on a great source of strength that will help you to defeat both your outer and inner enemies. Prepare yourself thoroughly for battle and then fight with everything you have. Combine your will to win with carefully researching the fighting patterns of your enemy. so that forewarned is forearmed. And that's what Spirit's doing, warning you. Learn about the ground you are fighting on. If it is a verbal battle, assemble all the facts before you open your mouth. Look at the situation you're in creatively. What is the unique angle that you have that your enemy doesn't? Remember, our most bitter fights are often with self-defeating aspects of ourselves. Winning these battles will transform your life. So it looks like you know the truth. So you're more armed than they are. Just give them enough rope and they'll hang themselves. Situation. Somebody's been lying and deceiving, and it's going to cause ructions. Don't avoid those ructions just to keep the peace. You're not a people pleaser. You're not here to live other people's lives. You're here to enjoy your life. And if somebody's taking liberties, it's time to sort it out. And of course, Victoria may be important, the name. You have to stay positive in words. What did the High Priestess say? Make sure it's positive what comes out of your mouth, written or spoken. When you're positive, you keep directing a stream of high vibrational energy with your thoughts, words and actions. This affects others and that helps you towards your purpose. The angels are aware of your power and your positivity, and they too will support you in your intentions. You choose your thoughts and attitude, so instead of putting yourself in that mental prison, causing yourself a nightmare situation, you have to choose your thoughts and attitude. Focus on loving and abundant and successful outcomes in every area of your life. Your positivity will make you feel happy, healthy and fulfilled. So be positive, be courageous, be strong. 7, 8, 9 weeks mentioned. It will not be easy, but you're going to have to put your foot down. Cancer, second house, which is Taurus. I'm hoping that's not one of the ones that doesn't have all the signs. Oh, it's communication, which is what we said, isn't it? Communications are blocked, probably because of Mercury retrograde, but now there needs to be some loving communications. Speak your truth, especially about material matters. So, second house. It's about the neck and throat, material world, wealth, worldly goods, personal resources, possessions, security, values, your self-worth, which is where we talked about the Aries card. That's very important. Having self-worth and self-esteem. It's most important. Your material values and spending. So somebody here is overspending. And it's probably not even their money. So Cancer in Mercury. Emotional communications. Intuitive, imaginative, thoughtful, subjective, with a highly retentive memory. Mercury in Cancer lives in a past coloured by emotional memories. So you may be, like I said, looking back emotionally, and it's holding you hostage about your children, your childhood, whatever it is, the mother energy. You need to have enough self-esteem to put your boundaries in place, say no, stop people pleasing, stop being a doormat, and then justice will be served. Healing will take place. I think the only one that the one that's got least chance of healing is the feet and toes. So, I'll go see what that 4 in the morning is. Thanks for listening. Bye.